All right. Welcome, everyone. My name is Becky, and I am one of the hosts here at Entrepreneurs International Network. We are so excited to have you here. And I'm excited to introduce you as I am hosting the amazing Diane Forster. Diane is here, and she's going to be talking to us about the future of TV and why the $425 billion OTT industry wants you. Diane is known as America's Mindset host or coach. She is the TV host and founder of I Have Today and has the Be a TV Star podcast, which is top 5 globally. Diane believes we are all stars and you should shine your light as brightly and as possible as you can. Please help me welcome to the stage Diane Forster. Forster, sorry, Diane.
That's okay. You're doing great, Becky.
All
So
right.
good to see you and Aman. Thank you guys so much for hosting me. And I see a lot of new faces and some familiar faces. Hey, Jen, I'm excited for our conversation tomorrow. So good to see you in here. All right. Well, are you guys ready to be inspired and wooed and wowed about the television industry? So my invitation to you at the beginning is always be open and curious. Like maybe you've thought about hosting your own TV show, or maybe you've done something already. Maybe even have a podcast or, a live show, and you've been curious about it. And maybe this is like totally brand new, had never even thought about it before. I guarantee you there's something here for everybody that's here. So I'm going to dive right into the presentation. And if you've got any questions, just drop them in the chat. And Becky and I will make sure that we get them answers. I'm going to leave some time at the end of the presentation for Q&A. So feel free to fire away in there and ask anything that you want. All right, so I'm going to share my screen and let's go with the show. All right. Let me make sure. Are you guys seeing a book cover right now? It says Star Power. Give me a thumbs up if that's good. All right, good. We always want to make sure that we are starting at the beginning. All right, now you can see the cover slide. Yes? Okay, so we're going to be talking about the future of TV and this fantastic industry that is $425 billion projected to be this year, which is huge. And the OTT industry stands for over the top, which means the streaming world. So when you think TV, you might think, the regular set. I'm talking about an industry that's absolutely on fire with so much room and potential in it. And there are content providers looking for you. So what I'm going to be talking about today is how you're going to learn why out now is really the absolute best time to get into this industry and launch your own TV show. But first, let me ask you some questions. Does this sound like you? And if this is you, be active in the chat and say, yep, that's me, or yes, or 100%, whatever you need to say, that you feel frustrated and disgusted. You're putting so much of yourself out there, and there seems like there's very little response and little return. You're getting like ones or two likes on your social media. And then do you see the amazing results you're getting for your clients and your customers and wish that you could be helping more people? And how about, are you tired of doing the networking events and the social media marketing that's not producing the results that you want? What about ever feeling overwhelmed because you feel like I should be further along? Why aren't I further along than I am? And are you done being the absolute best kept secret because you know you are so good at what you do? So why aren't you bigger and more well known? And does it leave you feeling like this, invisible? If you said yes to any of these, I totally hear you. I know how frustrating that can be. But guess what? Today you're going to learn a brand new set of information that has a new opportunity for you to totally change your life. So if you're excited, say, I'm excited in the chat. Now, I want you to stick with me to the end because I have a very special opportunity for you. I have a gift for you that has the potential to change your life. So why TV? You might be thinking, why TV? Well, let me share these 5 strategies with you and explain what they mean. People are watching TV more than ever. Do you realize that people watch TV about 3 to 4 hours a day, and they're only reading on average 16 minutes? You can do this in your home thanks to a little thing called the lockdown and the pandemic. It completely changed the landscape of the television industry because we got used to seeing celebrities and hosts and reporters and anchors sitting at their dining room table or the kitchen table, the dogs in the background, the kids are there. And so it created this new relatability, and we got really used to that. So you can do it straight from your home. I do my show right here where you're looking at me right now, most of the time. Your authority and credibility increase exponentially because when you have TV host in your title and you're seen on video, you are on the most respected medium by 90%. It's 90% more respected than social media. And so you actually become the media, and then you raise to the top of the media's inbox when you want to get interviewed. So it raises your credibility, which also means you get to raise your rates and it creates more demand for you. And then it's your own stage. So I know so many of us, including myself, are always trying to get on somebody else's show and platform. But when you have your own and you own your own, law of reciprocity means you get to invite them on your stage, and then they turn around and invite you on theirs. And it grows your visibility so much. And then the biggest reason of all is you get to help more people. And if you're in this room today, I know you're mission driven. If you're a part of Iman's community, you're heart centered, and all you want to do is help people. Well, this allows you to do it. And I want you to know that your dreams and success are closer than you think. Now, this is what's happened for me. I'm going to share what happened for me, and I'm going to share some statistics with you that are going to blow you away how close it actually is for you. So I want you to imagine yourself a year from now. Think about it. If I launched a TV show, what would I want my life to look like a year from now? And allow your mind to go there and visualize what that could be. Because I'm going to share some incredible stories with you today. And if it could happen for them, it could happen for you. Now, a little bit about me, who I am. Why am I teaching you this? As Becky said, I am an award-winning TV host and voted America's Mindset Coach. I am the president of I Have Today TV Network. We launched last year. I'm a TV host, a producer, a writer, director. I've personally produced over 200 of my own episodes, plus countless episodes for others. I'm a multiple best-selling author. And fun fact, I invented a kitchen product that landed me on QVC, where we sold out for 6 minutes and sold out in 6 minutes. I spent 20 years of my career at ABC. I've sold over $100 million in advertising, so I really know this space. And I created a program called the Star TV Hosting Certification Course. And over my career, these are some of the companies I've been fortunate to work for and with over that time. So I learned about marketing and messaging and branding and client relations and packaging. But this was me back in 2011, very different looking than I look today. I was married, living in Chicago, raising my twins, working at ABC, and basically had what you would call a have-it-all life. Like, I had all the things that I thought I wanted, and yet I was miserable. And you can look at me right there. I don't even look like the same person. I'm carrying all this extra weight. I was filling myself with alcohol, wine, drinking a lot of wine and shopping and seeking outside things to fill this emptiness that was inside me because my marriage was unhappy and I was just sort of robotically going through my life and I couldn't figure it out. And I didn't tell anyone about it. So this is what was going on the inside every day. That's how I felt. And I would wake up every day exhausted. I'd hit the snooze button as many times as I could before I had to jump in the shower and run to the train to go to work and have yet another hamster wheel day of my life. And you cannot go on like that indefinitely, keeping that in. And it led to a suicide attempt in June of 2011. It was not premeditated. It was a regular Saturday afternoon. We went over to some friend's house for a barbecue because it was the kickoff of summer and everyone's running around. The kids are running around the yard, having a great time, and the adults are having a great time. And when we got in the car to go home, the fighting started. And when I got home, I just snapped. And I went up into the bathroom. I locked the door. I took out 2 full bottles of prescription pain medication I had sitting in a drawer from a surgery I had the year before to remove part of my colon because the stress of my life was literally eating me alive inside out. And my mother died of colon cancer at the age of 53, and I was headed straight down that path. And as I stood in the bathroom with those pills in my hand, crying to God, saying, I just can't take this pain and loneliness anymore, this force knocked the pills out of my hand, and a voice screamed in my ear, Diane, you are not ending your life this way. Go get help so you can tell your story and you can help others. And I threw my hands in the air and I said, you need to show me the way. So I dried my tears, cleaned up that mess, went out and I kissed my kids goodnight. And the next day I reached out for help and I said, I am changing my life. And that's when it began, my transformation. I started asking myself the really deep questions like, what is this all for? And why aren't I happy? And what's the purpose of it? And is this all this there is? And I went down this deep journey into personal development and self-help, had a massive spiritual awakening, and all my intuitive gifts came flooding through me. So much creativity, so many ideas. It was as if God and the universe was waiting for me to wake up. And so much was pouring through me. And I was writing and journaling. I'd started a meditation practice. I was consuming everything I could, every book, every webinar, you name it, I was doing it. And so one day I woke up with an idea in my head. Actually, I was in the kitchen making deviled eggs for a family gathering, and I loved to cook and bake and entertain. And all I needed was that finishing touch of paprika on the deviled eggs, and too much spice came out of the container, and it ruined my dish in 1 second. Like, have you ever had that happen? Well, that's what happened to me. And so all of a sudden I had this flash of this product in my mind. And it was a sifting spoon with a long handle and a little tiny sifting bowl with a tapping edge on it where I could stick it in the spice jar or the bag and then just tap it where I wanted it to go. I thought, God, that would be so cool. It'd be so clean and neat and messy and so sanitary. And my sisters call me Diane because everything in my life has to be perfect. So of course I would see something like this. And so this is what it was in my mind. I set out on a quest to find it and I couldn't find it. And that same voice whispered in my ear, Diane, you need to create it. So I went out to dinner with friends a couple weeks later and said, I came up with this idea for a kitchen gadget. Do you know anyone in the industry? And they did. They introduced me to him, and he tried desperately to talk me out making this thing, talk me out of it, because he said, this is such a cutthroat industry. You seem like such a nice lady. Like, do you really want to do this? And my answer to him was, I just want to see where this goes. Well, where it led was I got called from the producers at ABC when I had a prototype. I had not thought about manufacturing. And in a way, I kind of had my spoon. So I didn't know what I was going to do with it. And they said, we're doing a local inventor segment and we hear you're an inventor. And I said, I'm not an inventor. I just have a prototype. And they said, well, we don't care. We'd like to feature inventors at every stage. So here I am on news with Janet Davies. I was on the air for 60 seconds. I got over 200 order requests for a product I didn't even have. So I said, I think I'm onto something. That led to me manufacturing, and I won an innovation award at the International Houseware Show in Chicago. 30,000 new products were featured that year, and 65 were honored, and the Spifter was one of them. That led to QVC coming over to my booth saying, we would like to sell your product on our website. So they started placing orders with me. And then one day they called and said, it's selling so well, we'd like to feature you on air. So here I am with the host. We sold out in 6 minutes. That led to me meeting Kevin Harrington, who's the original shark on Shark Tank, the creator of the As Seen on TV brand, and he sold over $5 billion worth of product. He fully endorses it and all my other ideas. So the purpose of this slide is not to brag to you, it's to tell you two things. The only stupid idea is the idea not to pursue an idea, because you have no idea where that idea is going to take you. This spoon changed my life and made me the person I am today. And the second thing is TV changed my life not once, but twice. So the creativity kept coming and I still kept writing. And I woke up one day with a poem in my head called I Have Today. And it wasn't anything truly profound, and yet it said everything. And of the many other things I had written, I looked down at this and I said, oh my God, this is way more than a poem. This is a movement. This is what God was talking about in the bathroom 2 years ago. So just like I could see the spifter in my mind, I saw I have today. And I knew I needed to change my life and move in this direction. So fast forward 2 years later, my twins graduate high school, and I made the boldest decision of my life. I quit my job at ABC. I sold my house and everything in it. I got my twins off to college, and I moved from Chicago to San Diego to start I Have Today with that same mantra of, I just want to see where this goes. So when I got out to San Diego, I got certified as a life and mindset coach, and I wrote my first book, and I started coaching, and I started speaking, and I started to realize that life and mindset coaching is really, really crowded. How am I going to stand out in this space as a newbie? And ding, 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 dropped in. I'm going to start a TV show. I came from TV. I could do it. I could figure this out. So I launched my first show in 2017. I called it Love It, Thank It, Bring It. And I did 33 episodes of this show, 33 in a row. And, oh, watch. No one watched my show. It flopped so badly. But what I learned over 33 episodes and how I tweaked it and changed it and modified it and did all the things, it was the best training in the world. So then I launched my new TV show, I Have Today, in 2018. And I took everything that I learned from the other show and launched it with a new strategy, a structure, and a format. And man, did everything change. It quickly grew to one of the top television shows on a television network. To this day, it still is, with 130,000 monthly views. I've gotten to meet incredible people. I've become friends with so many celebrities who all say yes to coming on my show, and it's opened up so many doors. And I was smart because I took the TV show, repurposed it into my podcast, which is top 100% five-star ratings on it, and it's ranked top 2% in the world. And from that opened up all these speaking opportunities for me, including a TED Talk that I didn't even have to apply for. This is what started to happen because of the TV show, and then national media, national coverage on TV shows, radio shows, in magazines, all of this because of the TV show. Now, again, this is not to brag. I'm telling you, it's 100% because I have TV host in my title and I have a TV show. And so then last year, I decided I need to get this work out in a great way. So I launched a podcast talking about my STAR method, which I'm going to share with you today. And that one quickly rose to new and noteworthy, and it's ranked top for 5% globally. And now I'm writing a book called Star Power that teaches this too. And we launched a television network, which is the first and only women's personal development and transformation TV network. So I'm sharing this with you because if this can happen for me, to me, and for me, this could be you. I'm ordinary, just like you. There's nothing special about me. The only thing I did, you guys, was I was willing to take the leap. I was willing to leap into the abyss and trust that I'm being divinely guided and that I'm always going to be okay. I mean, I've never been without a meal or a bed. Like, I'll figure this out. If I don't, there's always options. But if I don't go for my dreams right here and now, somebody else is going to get them. Somebody else is going to take the place. I won't be able to make the impact that I want to make in the world. I won't get to touch the lives. I won't be able to do the things that I want to do for my family, for my life. And so if I can do this, you can do this too. So you need to know this one thing, and this is a writer down. Your visibility is your responsibility. It's not up to the outside world to make this happen for you. You have to be the hero and shero in your life to put yourself out there. And so if you want it to happen for you, then I want to make it simple, easy, lucrative, and fun. And I call that self. So that's what I'm here to help you do. I mean, can you see how powerful this is? Can you see how this could change your life? So let me share some secrets with you, okay? Secret number one is this. You don't need TV experience to host your own TV show. You might be thinking, easy for you, Diane. You had all those years in advertising and television. You did all that. That's not me. I don't have that. You do not need TV experience to do that. That's the myth. You don't. What you need is a proven system to structure, film, and market your TV show. It's a skill, and skills are learnable. And that's what I teach my students. I teach them this step-by-step blueprint, like first you do this, then you do this, then you do this. And they go from being totally from scratch to on camera with confidence with amazing shows. And here's a living example of it. This is Catherine Coffer. When she came to me, she was scared to death, did not like being on television. She had a story and a vision and a mission to share with the world. She tragically lost her husband, never thought she would climb out of that hole of grief. She became a minister. She got trained in animal therapy, and she wanted to bring this message to the world. I'm telling you, a year ago, I met her a year ago. A few months later, she launched her show. She's already been picked up by American Dream TV. She's a regular expert on that show. She's already filming for that show, and it's featured on HGTV and the Travel Channel. And they said, the reason you got the job is because you have a TV show. And she started out and she said, I suck, I'm so bad. And she grew in her confidence. She just bought a ranch, and she's literally running retreats with her animal therapy now. Like, her whole life is totally different. Secret number two is TV hosting is the fastest way to build credibility, okay? It is the fastest way. Opportunities come to you. You don't chase, you attract. Sharon Lee Williams, she's actually a musician, and she's got an amazing career, but she wanted to serve the foster care community. She wanted to help aging out and aged out women as they grew in life. She reached out to child care services so many times, they would not take her call. As soon as she launched her show, they reached out to her. So you can do a show about anything. I haven't met a single person that haven't been able to design a show for and a business around it. And number three secret is you don't need a big budget. Gone are the days of the big Hollywood budgets. Those days are over now. The pandemic changed that, thank God. You can produce a high quality TV show that's all you, engaging, entertaining, educational, inspirational, whatever you want it to be, from the comfort of your own home with little to no cost. Now, can you go in studio? Yes, Sharon Lee's in studio, a couple of the other hosts are in studio, but you don't have to start that way. You don't need a big budget. Here's Mary Axness. She's a 72-year young retired naturopath. You guys, age is no excuse. You're never too old. And she didn't even dream of having a show, but she's like, I could take my work now and I could put it in the world in a bigger way. She had a book. Now she's selling out seminars. So she's doing it from her home, in her home office. So no excuses. Now, I want to show you this because people say, all right, well, how do you monetize a TV show? What I teach you is how to have 6 dripping faucets in your business. You want to have 6 dripping faucets anyway. You want to be able, because if something dries up, which it certainly can, you want to be able to still generate money and generate leads. So I teach you to sell through your products, your programs. That's your low-hanging fruit. You can, guests can pay to be on your show. Some of my guests pay. Then you can get sponsors, advertisers, and distribution. That's the big one. Distribution is the name of the game. And that's how I teach you to format your show so it's primed and ready for distribution. Remember all the content providers I told you that are waiting for you? So it actually makes you money, does not cost you money. Now, here are the top 3 mistakes I see most hosts making. They don't put a long-term strategy in place. They're just kind of booking friends here and somebody over there. And you know what? You're leaving your audience confused. They don't know what to do with you. So you need to have that strategy in place so you become the know, like, and trust factor. They rely on you. And then they miss opportunities to capitalize on what's right in front of them. If you have a book or you have a course or you have a story, any expertise, you have way more content than you realize. So be smart with what you have and capitalize on the opportunities that are in front of you. And then they focus more on themselves than they do the audience, which is a big no-no in media. It is always, always, always about the viewers and the audience. And so whenever I get pitches saying, hey, I'd be a great guest on your show, I've done this, I've done that, it's an immediate delete for me. They haven't told me that they watch my show. They don't know anything about my audience. They haven't done any of that. And so you've got to remember that it's always about the audience. And then this is a myth. People think TV is dead. It is not. It is growing by leaps and bounds, especially this industry. And we're in this fast-paced dopamine hit world. You've got 2 to 3 seconds to capture somebody's attention. You have to be crystal clear on who you are and what you do. And you need that platform so people can find you on social media. Social media creates awareness. TV creates respect. Because once you have your TV show, the doors will open, just like I shared with you. You know, the new opportunities, they come to you. Your celebrity status authority grow. And it's truly the best way. I haven't found a better way to do this, to elevate you, grow your business, make more money, and save time. Because has anybody been guilty of this, the spaghetti on the wall strategy, right? Thinking that you have to be everywhere, it's enough to drive you nuts. I know this is what I used to do. There is a much better way. And so here is the STAR method. This is now a trademarked system. The first thing you want to do is discover you, your unique ability. You're the asset. You are the products and the programs. You are it. So once you build your unique ability list, all the things that you're great at and amazing at, the things that people come to you for, things you've won awards for, things that you love to do, you do all day, every day, even if you didn't get paid, all of those things. Then what we do is we break it down and we figure out your top 5 STAR qualities. That becomes the foundation for building what I call your core anchor, which I'm going to show you in a minute. And that is that 2 to 3 word or 3 to 5 word thing that describes you uniquely so that you stand out and you become a category of one. So powerful. And then from that framework, then we design your TV show. You have to learn how to leverage your time and your talents. We all only have 24 hours in the day. And if you're spending 20 minutes on a social media post and it's not delivering anything, you may as well not even do it. It's not worth your time. Build something that has legs, credibility with it, long form content so you can build that relationship. And it's actually an asset, which means it grows in value. Okay? Your social media accounts can get shut down like that. What they're serving you is up to them. They're deciding what to serve you versus the viewer that's sitting there choosing you. So this is what it looks like. One brilliantly designed TV show that's authentic, engaging, and it's all of you creates omnipresence. I'm going to show you that now. Makes you the go-to expert, brings you the clients, the followers, and the media in less time and effort, making more impact and income. So once you figure this out, this is you in the center, okay? Now this is, I want you to think of this like you're standing in the center of the mall. And then there's the anchor stores at the mall, right? Macy's, Penny's, Nordstrom, right? Your TV show is your main marketing tool. That's the thing that people are going to get to really know you with. When people discover you, where do they go, everybody? They're going to Google you. They're going to go to your website, and they're going to check out your social media. And all of these things are well branded and work together, right? But look what happens next. That TV show, you can pull the audio like I did, and now it's a podcast. You can transcribe it, it's books, it's your signature speech, it's your coaching programs, but it gets even deeper than that. You can go even further. You can have blogs, articles, interviews, news pegs, media appearances. You can create events with this, JV partnerships. You can create other products and programs and trainings from an hour-a-week TV show. Yes, one TV show can do all of this. Now, you don't have to do all of this at once. You could just do one thing at a time, but you do not have to be spinning your wheels. Produce the show does it all for you. Now, here is Lisa Jones. She's one of our hosts. Amazing, brilliant show. She's in leadership. She's also in comedy. She likes to write sketches. She is funny and amazing. And she has a show, Women Winning the Game of Life. I always struggle with that. And what she does on the show is she talks about leadership, and she always has a sketch in her show. Her guest gets involved. They play a game. She ends every show with a segment from her daughter, Mira. 6-year-old Mira does an inspirational, quote of the day, leave behind at the end, leave behind at the end of the show. Now, Mira and her 6-year-old friends are all recording themselves. They're doing TV shows. She's already having a ripple effect on the next generation. Incredible. And then Regina Martinelli launched Your Wealthy Self. She's a money mindset coach. Her program was $2,600. She was able to increase her rates to $10,000. She was at a cocktail party and 2 women were there, and she said, who are you? What do you do? She said, well, I'm a money mindset coach, and this is what I do, and I'm launching a TV show that's coming out. And they said, wait, what? You are? How can we work with you? She made $20,000 at a cocktail party just by saying she had a show coming up. This is what happens. The doors open. The respect is there. And then I'll leave you with Esther Graham, who teaches on creating your desired life. She's a doctor. She's amazing. She wanted to do a TV show. She knew that was that next thing for her. Her retreats are all selling out, and her husband, John, comes on the show sometimes. And they got so many requests for them to do a couples retreat. So they did a couples retreat in December that sold out. Incredible stories. Like, you have no idea where the road's going to go. So there's only 3 things you need to become a star in your business. Number 1 is a strong personal brand. Think of your brand like your business outfit. Instead of clothes, it's how people see you, they remember you, they trust you. And if you don't have a strong personal brand, it's kind of like having a store with no sign. Nobody knows what to do with you and why they should care. The second thing you need is your own TV show, which is your smart strategic marketing tool. You need a way for people to learn about you. So this is like a megaphone for your message. If you don't have this, it's kind of like looking at a vending machine and not knowing what knobs to pull. Like, what is it? How to pick that? And then the third thing you must have is your revenue model. You need to create your creator economy, especially in this day and age. Look what's happening in our country here in the US. Like, you have got to be able to figure this out. You are the asset in the day and age of AI. You need to figure this out so that you have the sustainability. Okay. And when you have all 3 of them, boom, you are unstoppable. It's like a rocket ship. You need the right fuel, which is your brand. You need the right launching pad, which is your TV show. And you need the navigation system, which is your revenue model. And when you put all of these things together, you don't just grow your business, you launch into stardom. So if you're missing any one of these, don't worry. This is exactly what we're talking about today. All right. So look at these hosts right here. You're probably thinking, I can never be them. I can never be like them. You don't want to be like them. Here's what makes you unique to all of them. You own your content. They don't. You are in complete control of what you create, when, how, where, all the things. They do not. You get to decide when to produce, and you get to decide where to distribute. So you are actually the one in control of everything. And we all start somewhere. And you're already in the top 1% just by being here in this room, in this industry, with your business, your vision, your mission. And you're only going to get better once you start, just like Catherine. And everybody feels nervous. And you need to let go of the perfectionism. The perfectionism is procrastination. People love imperfect. They love to be relatable. They love to see themselves in you. You know, there was a massive 2024 block for celebrities on TikTok. I don't know if you guys are aware of that. If you are, write it in the chat. And what happens is they are tired of the elite. They don't relate to them. They don't like that status. They want people, ordinary people, doing extraordinary things. That they're the new celebrities. We are the new celebrities. But you got to start. So here's a couple of statistics about the future of television. That this market is projected to hit $425 billion this year. There is nothing but opportunity right now. It's like lightning in a bottle. That consumers want more authenticity, and the existing model in Hollywood doesn't work anymore, and it's dying. It's dying on the vine. And then here's a couple of other shows that we created. Sandy Masori's show, she wanted to connect culture and community around the world. So her show is We See the Same Sun. It's brilliant. Lexis Johnson launched her show, not only 1, 3. and Vibe It Up, and she made $25,000 before her show even started. She was getting sponsors in there. And Portia Booker launched her show, The Grief Granter, and she was getting speaking gigs within the first 2 weeks. So this is the numbers for my logical people go, well, you know, tell me about television. Like, where are the viewers? Look at this right here. This streaming number of 41%, this is the part that's growing. The broadcast is what's dying. And this 6.3% other streaming seems like a small number. It's not. It's 342 million people living just in the United States. So imagine how many lives you can touch all over the world. You don't need the millions anyway. If you had 100 high-paying clients, you'd be rich the rest of your life. If you had 1,000, generations would be rich. So these are the top 10 daytime TV talk shows, and I want you to look right here from The View on down. Right here, The Talk, The View. Actually, from The Talk. I guess I'm beating 6 now. This slide is old. Look what my show does. 121,000. I'm beating 5 of the top 10 daytime TV talk shows. This is what I'm talking about. Your success is so much closer than you think. And the more high quality TV shows you produce, the richer you're going to get. So it's time to get off the hamster wheel. All right, would it be okay if I shared my invitation with you now? If that's okay, right? Yes, in the chat. Has this been informative? Like, has this been eye-opening for you? I hope it has. I want to give you an opportunity to see if TV hosting is for you, because a transformation is happening right now, and entrepreneurs are the new experts. Experts are becoming the media, and authenticity is the new currency. And you might be thinking, is this really possible for me? Yes, it is. Remember what I told you, your visibility is your responsibility. And then if you want to learn how to do it the way I'm going to teach you, then you'll have the power to expand your influence, monetize your expertise, and become the go-to expert. And remember, it is the ultimate platform for authority. So this is for you if you're an entrepreneur, expert, content creator, and you've got value to share with the world. You're already creating content, but you want more. And if you're a coach, speaker, author, and you've got that powerful message, I know that you do, then I'm going to invite you to come spend the day with me on May 9th at the Unlock the Power of TV one-day event. This is a live virtual event. You can do this from the comfort of your own home. It's going to be awesome. And you're going to discover how to design your own TV show concept that's aligned with your brand. I'll teach you the STAR method framework that's helped so many hosts launch their show, and why your story and expertise are the foundation of your success. And guess what we're going to do? All 3 of these things. Morning session is the first part, midday is the second, and then afternoon is the third. You're going to leave there with everything you need to have a powerful brand. And it's not just about learning, we're doing the work, rolling up the sleeves and implementing. This is about transformation. So it's time to transform your brand, expand your influence, and own the spotlight. And we offer a money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to lose. The shift is happening. Will you lead, or will you be left behind? So here it is right here. It's just $47, but because you're here and part of this community, you get it for free. Isn't free good? Because I love Aman in this community so much, I'm inviting you as my guest. So there is a code that all you need to put in is EIN free. You do need to put your credit card information in. That's our system. There's no way around it. But once you put in the code and hit apply, it's going to zero the whole thing out. So remember, you can quickly launch your TV show and be a star in your niche. More impact and income with less work and hassle. Leverage your time and talents and be the TV star with the massive reach you deserve. There has never been a better opportunity like this than right now in history, and your time is today. So go to that link right now, tvstarhost.com. It'll open up in a separate browser. Oh, tvhost.com, tvstarhost.com/power. And enter that code, and I can't wait to see you there. All right. So I'm going to stop my share and check out all you smiling faces. Oh, we see more people came in the room.
Awesome, awesome call, Diane. Thank you. It was so powerful and it truly inspired me. And I have no doubt it inspired everybody else as well.
Thank you.
Please show love in the chat for everyone for Diane today. And if you have any questions, you can put them in chat or you can raise your hand. We are happy to bring you on stage as well.
Okay, I actually see a question from Doris.
Go for it.
So I'm just going to answer what I see.
Yeah.
No, we do not record live events. It's not a webinar. You know, we're happy to send out recordings of webinars, but we do not. It's if you're not in the experience, you just won't get the benefit out of it. So, but thank you for your question. Okay. All right. Gregory sent me a private message that he had to leave and thanked me. Okay. All right. I've seen all the comments. Any other questions? No, left him speechless.
All right. Well, we are really grateful that everyone joined us today, and especially Diane. Super, super powerful presentation. Your story really, your transformation really just inspired me, and I felt in awe with your poem. It's something I always encourage everybody to go back to the recording and take a screenshot of that because that's something I would personally read daily. So thank you for sharing that with us. I highly recommend everyone to join Diane's event on May 9th. I'm going to put it in the chat again here for you. This is your time to become a star. So definitely join that call. Thank you everyone again for joining us today. We look forward to seeing you next week for our weekly Entrepreneurs International Network call, which is hosted every Tuesday at 1 p.m. Pacific time and 4 p.m. Eastern. We'll see everyone soon. Thank you.
Thank you so much for having me. It was a pleasure.
Thank you. Bye, everyone.